Hey everyone, your girl is here. It's now 8:52. I'm just got 500 more steps to do to meet my goal. I wanted to do a recount as well with you guys. And also, that is my very first time this entire year. And obviously there's just a lot of very exciting things coming up. So I'm just, it's normal to have at least one of those a year. Also, I did forget to share, because of the movement, this way, it's called up the road, but it's actually down the road, because it's actually south. That also would help to me. The $1 less, like I said, actually ended up being better because it was closer to my old location. So like $1.50 less. But to go, it would be 45 minutes at least, on some days, right? Even if I did take like an interstate or something, it would still be, because road work and all this stuff, so, it actually would have been very beneficial too. It would have been like weird, because it would have been a lesser cut and further away, but it still would have been significant, than the job after that job. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'll count my money with you guys and we'll see how much I'm at. So there's 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100. Okay. 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. We're getting there. I'm just going to set them like that. Okay. 20, 40, 60, 80, 300. Oh my god. 20, 40, 60, 80, 400. Oh my gosh, guys. 400. 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95. That's 500, guys. Oh, Florida. And I actually got curious too and looked, what is Florida's, state flower, and it is simple. Oh, wait. It's, the orange blossom, right? So the flowers that the orange trees get, yeah, it's that one. Alright, so now I have them all in chronological order. $500. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's see here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. Oh my gosh, guys. 565 already. Oh my god. Like jumping out of my skin. But I can't be so excited that I don't sleep again tonight. So tomorrow we're gonna take it easy and we're gonna do my try-ons. So you guys can see I got some like skirts and everything. And I got some more Yogalicious. So we can try them all on together. I did try to find, other, but it didn't end up working that well. Different color Yogalicious. I definitely have to watch how I'm standing in those for sure. Because you guys saw, it was pretty, yeah, maybe spicy, right? Maybe some spicy, no, there's another word for it. Why can't I think of it right now? Juicy, there we go. Yeah, because spicy usually refers to the books, right? Yeah. So, anyhow, guys, just sharing my money. Oh my god, guys, 565. With my 75, I will be up at like 650. I'm so excited. Florida. Just dream about Florida. I actually saw another Florida plate today. Oh, Florida, Florida. Alright, guys, I gotta get going and calm down but this is 5 minutes good for tomorrow. Talk to you guys later. That's right, Mama. That's right.
Well, I felt like it, but I didn't feel it. And I was going to tell her about Glenda, and she never, all she talked about her family
I know.
and other people.
Hey everyone, your girl is here. So coming to you now, 815, 1,445. That is an amazing progress or pace. There we go. Anyhow, guys, I'm gonna do my try on haul with you guys as soon as I make just a real quick couple additions here. And I should have shared too, you know, there is the inappropriate and the appropriate. So for example, you know, depending on the situation and depending on like what they share they're needing to go to and stuff like that, if a person needs to wait 5 minutes, if they don't have fries down, or they don't have fries because they just had a big order, you know, that's an instance of, well, they'll get over it, right? In the 5 minutes that you've been whining and complaining, you could have just went back in the line and, you know, because now you've backed up so much that you're 18 cars back, right, in the 5 minutes. Perhaps it's a really busy time of day too, right? Do you know what I'm getting at? Or let's not even use that. Like you can, you know, maybe not 18 cars back. At that point, you would probably be waiting even again, honestly, but you guys get the point, right? So depending on what they have to go to, you know, that's an appropriate, it's a you issue, but it's also the inappropriate, like, you know, like obviously I didn't go to McDonald's before my grandfather's funeral and ask for so much food, and then now, you know, throw an ever loving fit. It's like, well, you don't go to a fast food place right before a funeral, and then whine and complain because you just wanted the entire store. Do you know what I'm getting at? So that's the appropriate, they'll get over themselves. And then there's also the inappropriate, they'll get over themselves. You know, like Thomas Rhett, right? Obviously, Thomas Rhett didn't write that song. If you listen to it, you can tell he didn't write that because he thought it was, he didn't write that, you know, because of mass shootings. But for example, right, the shooting after Jason Aldean didn't happen from a hotel room. It happened from a house, right, where they went from their house to, you know, in the car, ones that laid out the exact same, you know, at the next shooting after Jason Aldean at a school. Do you know what I'm saying? So there's always something a little different, you know. And then Luigi Mangione, I mean, you know, he started from his end destination as a Greyhound bus. You know, everything's different. Nothing's the same, right? So, you know, they'll get over it, which is obviously the inappropriate, but you can make anything a positive like I shared yesterday. And since it's my birthday, I wanted to share this edition, and somebody won the Powerball, 2 people actually, from Texas and Missouri, right? So it's like, yeah, you know, I would like to go skydiving, right, for my birthday, and I can financially do it, or something like that. You know, you've been saving and you're financially ready, right, to go skydiving. And I don't know, something happens with your car, or just something happens in life, you know, that prevents it. I don't know, maybe you need a new piece of equipment when you're skydiving, right? Like your parachute, you realize, doesn't open, or something like that. You notice something is wrong that is going to prevent you from skydiving safely, and you have to pay for it, so you have to put it on delay just a couple months, right? It's like, yeah, and guess what? I'd like to be able to tell people I won the Powerball 5 times in my life. I don't see that happening anytime soon, do I? Which is obviously pathetic social skills, but you can make it a positive if you want. Do you know what I'm saying? You can literally make anything a positive and make anything, well, it could be worse, so just be positive, right? So there's my birthday edition with the Powerball, and now I'm up at 9 minutes, so this is good. And then I'm gonna have Movie Monday. I obviously have to get new of these. I do my best, obviously, to take care of, you know, girl issues. I do my best to bleach it out, but doesn't always work, guys. Yeah, girl issues. So, and then here's, yeah, you guys can definitely see girl issues 101. So I'm gonna have to get some new panties sometime soon. So we'll just throw them away right now. But anyhow, guys, again, thanks for watching, and let's get into my try-on haul, which will probably be after I finish my 2 waters here and brush my teeth. And then I'll get to my movie for today, for Movie Monday. So, anyhow, guys, talk to you guys later. Hey everyone, your girl is here. I don't know why it's not loading. Let me see. So I'll show you guys what I'm gonna watch then, since the movie isn't gonna work. For some unknown reason, I wanted to see that one. And then there was 2 other ones. Blindspot. Exciting, suspenseful, and mystery. Episodes and info. Oh, this is how you can see all of the... There we go. Yeah, I've always wondered why whenever I pause it... hang on. I always wondered why when I paused it, and then like I would move my mouse a little bit before I would hit play, all of that would be up. I always wondered. And yeah, these are only 40 minutes, so I could do 2 seasons. And also I forgot to share that The Outer Banks is supposed to have another season too, so that's good for this winter as well. Again, and then there was another, it was like Uncharted or Untamed. Yeah, here we go, Untamed. This one is some of the stuff in Night Agent is also dark, so suspenseful and a mystery. Oh, guys, yeah, so these will be my next 2 seasons, but hopefully I can get that movie to start. If not, probably just start with Blindspot. So, anyhow, guys, give me just a couple more minutes. I do have to brush my teeth, and all of that, and then, we'll get to my, try-on haul with you guys. So here we go. Hey guys, only 20 minutes left in my first episode. I wanted to make this edition. I will just produce this separately, so you don't have to deal with any of it, you know, getting in the way, because if you put something before, actually I'll just put it in after, because if you put something before, everything further down the line, all the additions stay the same, like the additions and any editing doesn't go with the video. So this is obviously late, but I wanted to share this too.
Decision to drive down to my doctor's office, my family physician, got in to be seen, and because I had 5 days of no sleep and being in total panic and having night sweats and night terrors, that she looked at me and she said, "I cannot let you leave the office." I knew that
So that is an example of showing people that seeing him go from a frown and not sleeping to a smile is first, right? And then, right, all of the other stuff. That's an example of the job is personal, right? You could make the educated guess that everybody who is at an Out of the Darkness suicide prevention walk, right, which we saw with the Alexandra Valoris's family. Yes, that's an example of they're there because it's personal, right? They don't just waste all this time and money driving and putting out banners along roads just for the heck of it, guys. It's personal, right? So that's how you show people it's personal. However, like I said before, and I, the person that told me this obviously didn't want to stand up. But it's like, well, why can't you just rescind it? Like, you obviously wait 5 hours, right? So, meaning it was probably a rash, right, decision to ask for a 302. So why can't you just rescind it? Well, because, that just into the thing or something. I forget. Obviously, she didn't ask. But it's still one of those things. And it's like, that's how you show people staring at a law book and covering your ass and staying open. And not all of this dollars and fines and up to all the, right, the laws, right? Staring at the law book is first, and then being personal is second. Because we all know, right? So in that instance, you wait 5 years or 5 hours, right? A police officer could have pinged their phone. They could have done a traffic stop and explained it there, right? So it's like, yeah, that is an instance of, you show people that the job is a big fat paycheck and you care about staring at a law book and covering your ass. This is an example, though, of the job is personal, right? So, yeah, wanted to share that. Now let's get into let me finish my final 20 minutes. This is a very cool twist. I think you have to kind of read forward and backwards like you have to do with the Night Agent. So I'm really excited to see how it goes. Let me finish the final 20 minutes, and then, we'll get into my video. Here we go.
She saved my life today. She also recovered a first memory.
What is it?
Running an outdoor shooting course. It's just a fragment, but it lines up with what we all saw today.
Who is this woman?
I don't know yet. What I do know is one of those tattoos helped to save the lives of hundreds of people. Now she's covered in them. She might be just the most important resource we've ever had. You risk losing her by letting her out in the field today.
She saved your life, and she triggered her first memory. We're one step closer to finding out who she is and who did this to her. I'd say the risk paid off.
Sometimes it's hard to breathe.
Oh, it's definitely set up just like the Night Agent. Not quite as intense though the first episode though, but we'll see. There's still a lot more to go.
Or go into the deep end, yeah, so. They asked. Look at that, a nice smooth flavor action.
All right, Alyssa, 82.
Awesome.
And then 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Awesome. Thank you. Have a good day.
Hey everyone, your girl is here. So coming to you guys today now. I gotta make sure my phone isn't gonna be blaring. So anyhow guys, it is now officially make it a panty or a pantry purchase Monday too. So obviously I stopped at Dunkin' and 3 pumpkin and 3 glazed for my grandma and I. So that's very good. And then I just was here and I got my panties. So I'm going to show you a couple of them. I got 3 hipsters and 1 boy short. So. Here you go. So these are my boy short. You really shouldn't use boy short as period underwear. I should have got some period underwear. I don't know where the heck they were in there though. It's very weird. These were underneath the stand of the Auden stand. And then they have obviously another stand, usually with like a rack of very long bras beside them. So if anybody has ever been to a Target. And then these are just my hipsters. So And then, oh gosh. And I didn't want to voice record in there or record because there was girls. So I'm talking about intimate stuff. The one grabbed and was like, oh my god, but I have small boobs. So, I didn't want to record just because, you know, that's not what you do. So, anyhow, guys, I might wear a couple of them whenever I'm doing my review later on here today. Oh, she's got a big cart back there, so. I know the girl in front of me just got like 2 big things of diapers. So, anyhow, guys, let's go ahead and get driving home, have lunch, and then we can do my Marshalls Monday review too, which is my clothing outfit review. So, anyhow, guys, thanks for watching. Talk to you guys later. Hey everyone, your girl is here. You can also see that I all of my money and my Powerball and my check cashed. So here we go, guys. Let's go.
Hey guys, I am home now, so I probably should have waited, honestly, until it was my birthday, which is just 2 days away, guys. Yes, that's right, September 10th. Anyhow, guys, I also think it's crazy that it's World Suicide Prevention Day. Crazy, right? I was probably, maybe one of the luckiest, maybe, again, not bragging about it, that's nothing to brag about. But anyhow, guys, so 565, 585, and this is off this pile, and then I have to get to the tens. 585, again, this is here on the right. 595, put all the 5s back, and then 600, 605, oh my gosh, 605, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 611 for Florida. Oh my gosh, guys, already 611. Oh my god. And I could probably look at my account and maybe go out, get out 50 if I really wanted to. Oh. Alright, guys, let's go get lunch and then finish my episode and then do my video with you guys. Hey everyone, your girl Liz here. So finally now at 4 o'clock, jeez, I can finally watch my videos. And now riding through Alex. I just paused it, so that's fine. So anyhow, guys, I got like 10,000 steps after lunch at 1:30. I did have to call my lien holder from a stipulation in email. I told him that I think that what it was the transfer or switching banks that did it, and they must do it differently, because I said, you know, the 4th of July was like a long holiday this year for a lot of people, and obviously, you know, geez, I'm just so focused on watching, I can't focus right now. Yes, so obviously, the 4th of July was a long weekend, and obviously banks don't work on national holidays, so unfortunately, you know, I did my payment on the 3rd at like 9:50 at night, and it still went through, and I even did that in June, and I had actually even told him then, I was like, well, I actually looked back through on my call logs, because I usually call it in, and that was on June 3rd at the same time, I'm sorry, June 4th, really, so that exact due date. And he's like, that's strange. I was like, yeah, it's probably just me moving banks. It's probably how they do it. So I'll make sure I, you know, just do it a couple days. And he shared that really the next payment is due so it'd be like July 5th to August 4th would be the month. Because I had said, well, I had asked before about getting ahead like some people do with rent, and she said no, or he said no, you can't do that. So anyhow, guys, now that I'm officially focused on the video and talking to you guys about the video and not my screen and getting up my show, I'm able to focus now. Focus on one thing, Alyssa. So, it's hard to contain my excitement there. But anyhow, guys, I have a lot of stuff to be excited about, so. Anyhow, guys, thanks again for watching. And then tonight, my grandma's making us green bean casserole, so that'll be fun. So, it's now 4 o'clock. I can finally get in there. But guys, that cardboard though, gosh, it was ridiculous. That's what also I got like 1,000 steps doing. Just walking around my garage our garage out there. So obviously they're really picky with the cardboard. It's usually the recycling people in our area now, and you have to have it like all flattened down and everything, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. So since you have to have everything all flattened down, because my grandma called them, and they were just so picky with what they can and can't do and stipulations, you know, like even when we did do recycling, they took off the caps and everything, and didn't take my Yoplait yogurt. We're just like, no. So we actually cheat, because, you know, and you have to think of it from their mindset. So they're focused on, you know, speed, right? They have to get the stuff done. So what they do is they probably don't open up every bag that's not in there. So you guys saw in the suitcase. But guys, that was ridiculous. Like, it was the Rubbermaid box that has the stand that we have. Guys, it was through the roof. Oh my god. It's like, what the heck? Like, I'm strong and everything. Everybody has, you know, seen different things that have come up on my page where I've had to use my upper body. But guys, I'm not Wonder Woman, and I had to break out my freaking saw for it. It's ridiculous, and I ruined socks in the process. I actually already threw them in though, but what the heck, guys? Anyhow, guys, now I can officially get into my video, second episode, and then later on tonight, actually, for just an ending, I will officially do my try-on with you guys. So, I know I did that when I was doing the different straight, left, or right, the trails. So, I just, you know, finished off. And then also tomorrow, or maybe even in this video, those other 2 GoPro films finally decided to work. Because remember how I said that? So, I'll get them in there too. So, anyhow, guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to get to my show, and then I'm going to talk to everyone later. Hey everyone, your girl list here is now 5:59, just 40 away from my goal. I did want to come on and briefly share, and I don't know why it doesn't stay lit enough. Anyhow, guys, I wanted to come on and make another addition to help with my time. So, tomorrow then, or maybe just later on tonight, it'll be, I'll come up with a title, the good one that begins with M, or make it a second half, or make it a, I don't know. I'll find it, and I'll post my paddleboard videos with you guys. But I wanted to share something about the ranting and raving that I never shared. So, for example, with 25 words or less, right? So, for example, when my grandma and I were here, and I was sharing, just think about it. When you come out, you know, you're not going to want to, you know, you're not going to come out and leave your room and go to the right. You're going to come out and you're going to follow the path, right, to the island. And whenever I would start to explain something to her and share my side of the story, even though it probably would have only taken 2 minutes or maybe even a minute at the most. You guys can see this video. Well, I can see now. It's only 1:15. So sharing that at the most, you know, and elaborating on that was, you know, well, obviously she didn't proclaim that I was, you know, not with it or unstable or whatever and ranting and raving and misname it, which obviously a lot of people do. But it's like, yeah, you know, that's not right. But she was always like, hey, quiet, let me talk. Obviously, again, a lot of that was her stress and stuff. But it's like, no, you know, just a minute to explain something. That's not ranting and raving. We need to understand the difference before we just say pathetic social skills, extremely unstable, just all this stupid stuff, right? And one time stupid or, not being 100% professional, is inappropriate, right? And ranting and raving, right? It's like, no. Okay, people can, I'm a person, yes, I agree with professionalism, but you don't need to be 100% professional all the time, right? It's like in this day and age, right, like the girl said, Rebecca Rogers, in this day and age, right, if a person said, doesn't say boobs or breast, right, with even the slightest bit of frustration, right, so they use a slang term, it means that they hate women, right, they're Ted Bundy equivalents, and no, okay, stop. No, okay, absolutely not. Yeah. Actually, and I did see from that one guy, and this is just adding on, making time, I did see from that one guy that I followed who did the mall reviews that he actually worked at like a suicide prevention thing. It was like all these terrible, pathetic people who, like, good things that they did before they were terrible, pathetic people, right? So it's like, yeah, he did all, it's like, what the heck? I did not know this. And Hitler did something too. I can't remember what Hitler's one was, but I was like, what? I would have never thought you would go from a suicide prevention helper, an assistant, and I can't think of the word where you answer, receptionist? That's not the word. You guys know what I'm talking about. Those who answer the phone call at a suicide prevention center. But I was like, what the heck? So, that was crazy. Speaking of Ted Bundy. Yes, and I definitely am happy that if he was alive, I would be thousands of miles from him. Definitely. Anyhow, guys, also, and then also for my coworker, I wanted to share, I never shared this with that whole topic, but, getting stuck, right? So, for example, a person who's depressed, right, has mental illness, will say something like, I'm depressed, I know things will get better, but I'm just so depressed. But I'm so depressed is being stuck, right, on the depression, right? You're getting stuck. So getting stuck is a sign and a contributor of the mental illness. So getting stuck again, right, and me obsessing about chromosomes, right, and calling my coworker who, doesn't make a joke about it, right? And like I said, I don't have an issue with people who don't make jokes about things. So yeah, it's like I would be getting stuck, right? I would be having my own mental illness. You know what I'm saying? And probably even, again, bigger issues than what I'm pretending he has. But again, I don't really have an issue. And I've shared that before too, so. And as far as the religion part of it and bringing God into it, so I did also want to share this too. So Taylor Alicio, obviously in her one video where should Christian girls be wearing this to the beach, obviously she said what I had shared before, right? It's a personal conviction, meaning it's strictly between them and God, right? So whenever it comes to, a transition as well, that is also strictly between them and God. And I also like that edition, and obviously it is my own too. But I had shared one time, or, everybody has probably seen those videos too, right? So if a Christian who's saved, right, takes their life, and decide, can they go to heaven? Well, if you look at it biblically, yes, they can go to heaven, but will a person who's saved, who takes their life, which obviously the act of even attempting is losing faith and losing faith in God and having no faith in God. So will they go to heaven, or will they go to hell, be separated from God? Again, that is also between them and God. So yes, biblically, there's verses that support, yes, you can take your life and go to heaven, but will you? That is strictly between you and God, period. No ifs, ands, or buts. It's not between, You know, you can't call, you know, your best friend on earth and have them teleport to heaven for your judgment. That it doesn't work like that. It's strictly between them and God, nobody else. So that's also another thing, because I know that's always brought up and everything. So anyhow, I'm gonna let my hair dry and finish the rest of this video here, and then you guys will see me doing my Marshall's try-on. Here we go. Anyhow, guys, I will go run out my trash, and then I'll do a PTA shower, and then I will officially start my video today. So now I'm up at 27 minutes, 37, and minus 5 is 32. So very, very good, guys, for about a 40 to 50 minute video. And then, like I said, tomorrow I am going to, or honestly, I might just wait until tomorrow now that I'm at 33 minutes. I will wait until tomorrow to post the paddleboard. Or I might just do it tonight yet, honestly. I'm still indecisive, you know. Maybe more of the final paddleboard Tuesday. Making it count, or something, like making it heartfelt. Something, guys. I will figure out an answer. But yes, now I'm definitely at 6 minutes, so that's good. So, anyhow, guys, I will talk to everyone later, and here we go. Hey, everyone. Your girl list here. So, coming to you guys tonight, just wanted to start with Florida, which obviously underneath these are my new lace panties that I got today. I'm only okay with showing you guys the black ones. Also, I did want to also start with this too, because I thought it was crazy. Pennsylvania, because I got obviously a prank phone call today, and Pennsylvania made national news again, but not for a good reason, different than just like economical stuff. And Pennsylvania also made national news some other time this year. I can't remember when. Obviously, there was that explosion in Pittsburgh, and then Trump went to like IG Tech in Pittsburgh. But anyhow, guys, so obviously in my first episode today, Chi-Town had it going on. Yes, Chi-Town had it going on, and New York is a city that we know don't sleep. Obviously, FBI don't sleep hardly any. They're open 24/7, same as, the comm center. It's always available and open, right? And hospitals, and you guys get the point, right? 24/7, 365, places of employment and stuff. So, obviously then, LA, I've never been to LA, but obviously I was on my Night Nation run, and also one of the girls actually had on a skirt like this too, so I kind of thought that was a perfect time to add in my music song twist, and why I'm starting with Florida for a different reason. But then it was like, obviously some terrible, like, fan down there or something. They were, like, fighting over the... I didn't even really listen to it, but it was on our local news, and then it was on national news, and then obviously I was taking a shower, and I was working on my video, and setting the table. My grandma had the TV muted because she was talking to someone. I don't remember what the heck it was all about, but anyhow, if that's what jiggy means, then yes, LA and Philly stay jiggy. I need to figure out what jiggy means, but anyhow, guys. And also, I finished, my getting used to. I didn't, obviously, not have an amazing time in the time of my life in Florida. If anybody's wondering what that means, it was almost a practice run. You can go back through my page and look. But I don't want to make this a terribly long intro. That was, only 3 minutes. That's good. So, I did want to start, though, with my first one. We'll do yoga. Heck yeah! Alright, so we'll start with the white ones. Alright, so, and obviously this, I'm gonna wear this last one first. So last one. I'm gonna wear this last one for my run. So you have to really, really look to see, but there's the nice skirt in the back. It's about the same. And yeah, it's good to run in it. So, I'll have to check and see how much it was bouncing around. But even then, the fronts are good. Oh yeah, okay. Stuff's really, oh yeah, stuff is really being seen there now. Yeah. Alright guys, that's not the purpose of this video, like I said. Just trying these things on, so. And I was also able to, like I said at the start of today, find new Yogalicious, guys. Wait, there it is. Yogalicious. It's hot, hot. Yes, it is. Oh, jeez. Watch yourself, girl. Dang. Alright, so let's get on purple now. Purple, probably because that's my best color that I look the best in. This is pink. Alright, here it is, pink. Let's give myself a little bit of a security gap, especially after last. Jeez. Pulling it way up too far. Little bit to be peeking through, guys. Jeez. Alright, so here, obviously, are these. I'll do a running again, just to see. Except, I think hers was, I don't really even remember how it was, but definitely wasn't as long as this, guys. It was, you know, pretty much. There we go, okay. Still looking pretty dang good, honestly, yeah. So, even these pink ones do it well, so. There's the pink ones. Now we'll move on to, what is this? Only 6 minutes. That's good. Okay, so again, this is my one run for race day. So, okay. And see, this one you can't even see the black ones underneath. But it also is good too for tummies, right? So it kind of like tummy tucks a little bit. So that's also good for a run. And yeah, it keeps the back. So the back looks to be about the same height, but I'll still jump up and down in it. Just imagine that I'm running. So, and obviously this is looser, but I still like to at least. Okay, so these ones are the best, honestly. Yeah. Yeah. And see, this, even I can see it down here. This is actually the inseam. This is a, see, because sometimes, you know, it's like so flat, like you can look back and see if the butt is big enough, obviously the butt. But these actually can actually trick. So if they weren't, you know, black, it would be really, really good, honestly, in that sense. If it did roll up, or I don't know, maybe the news reporter got it wrong with the wind, right? So you had that issue. But this pocket also looks like it kind of reaches in and it goes this way. So, but I mean, you guys can see these are decent sized pockets. So, and here's this one then. Alright guys, so finally to end this, now I'm only at 8 minutes. So, finally end this, guys, we will do, it's yoga. See, and these bottoms don't want to stay up. Definitely something I have to, keep in mind, guys. Honestly. Alright, guys. So, let's see how these work. So you can also add into my title today, even though I was at 100 characters, but make a Miami twist video. And it was so weird that, like I said, I got a prank phone call from there today, too. Weird. It was just one of those trooper things. I think the one from Pittsburgh was also. And also, speaking of that, too, when my grandma and I had that conversation, which you guys saw. Alright, here we go. Well, geez, I can't even see, guys. I'm gonna have to freaking get on my light to see, honestly. Alright, guys, so here we go. I'll just kind of bounce it down at myself. Okay. Here, let's do... Okay, so green, right? Okay. Ain't too shabby. Green. Amber. Also not that bad, guys. Once you start. Yeah, these have a lot of good play in them. Green. Red. Oh, red is a little bit different, though. Oh, yeah. There's the red. Okay, and then we'll go back to white. Oh yeah, the white one is probably the worst. So let's keep it on it the whole time. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty... Yeah, guys, it's... So we could call this a, make it a spotlight. Yep. But lots of room, too. Okay, and look at this big gap too. So you have to literally, I don't know how well you guys can see. So make a spotlight Monday. Yep, so you have to literally sit like this to have anything really kind of start to show. So anyhow, guys, make a spotlight. Well, again, the purpose is not to obsess, right? And this is the light I was talking about, guys, by the way, for my... I'm telling you guys, it is bright. So again, guys, this is... Whoa! Holy cow, it took my phone that long. Let's try white. Let's see how long it takes for white. Oh, okay, so it always comes out red, does it? Let's try green. Oh my god, guys, it does. That's great. This is ridiculously bright. Anyhow, but again, this is not a make a spotlight vulva, right? Make a spotlight vulva video. This is, again, just trying on my clothes with you guys. And yeah, they look like they'll all be really, really good, honestly. So, anyhow, guys, I'll go ahead here and get going. And then watch this video quickly. I just have to watch it at a couple spots. Make sure no loose dangling stuff was being seen. Gosh, guys. So, anyhow, guys, thanks for watching again. I will talk to everyone later. And make sure my vulva is up in your guys' grill when I end the video. Girl issues, guys. I just ended the video and I wanted even at max. So this, here we go. That's maximum, guys, right there. Oh, it might be just another half second longer. Let's try red. Also, speaking of the red light, and everybody has seen those probably, like I said, with the hidden cameras, right, at private rentals. So all you would have to do is just have one of these and just shine it right at the freaking light and just have them have, 6 or 7 hours of just this. Or you could also get a strobe light, right, if you think, and just... Well, but then you would, mess up your own. You wouldn't be able to enjoy your night, just doing whatever. Enjoy the movie, right, without, flick, 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 flick 500 times. So, anyhow, guys, now we are officially ready to end. I will talk to everyone later.